Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming Timmons in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
On the set. Go! 19 Tiger, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jersey to the 43, second down. When you look at this defense,
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To throw is Milton. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Here's Milton now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Bears at 4-8 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here's Milton. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
70 Ranger. Come on, set.
Milton.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Hiking, 18. Third. Right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Daniels looking to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
18 rattle.
Daniels going to throw for it. A short throw there to Strange.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
19.
To throw, it's Milton. A pass complete to Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Milton. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattle.
To throw is Daniels.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
19 Tiger.
Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4.
Good for a Commander's first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Washington.
Cowboy 80. Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cowboy 80. 18 Pioneer. 19 Riot.
To the air goes Daniels.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. The good pickup there at 22.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk, set, pass to 60, pass to 60. Ready?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Commanders 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Milton.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Nineteen Tiger, 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, press on.
Back to throw. Milton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready,
and how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
19, Cowboy 80. Check smash, check smash.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here's Daniels.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Commanders.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18
A final shot before break. Daniels looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go now.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On the give, Genty.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set it. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, Milton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Bears! Luther Burden with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Commanders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here. He's past the 30.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they go play action. Daniels. A short throw there to Strange.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
To number 17, Terry McLaurin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 6-yard line.
65, Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready, right?
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Get it. Steady.
Off the play fake. Milton. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19.
To throw is Milton.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
On the jump.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Looking to throw. Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again.
Pass caught by Burden. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
It's a gain of 14.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Ready, break.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
70 Lions. Ready, right?
Here's Milton. They'll get this out to Genty.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ready.
Milton. To the left side, he's got his tight end, Loveland.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go, Street. Go get him. Mustang 19.
Daniels looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Daniels going to throw for it. This ball caught by Strange.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, that's the tight end center.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
79. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
20. 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Bears 31, Commanders 23.
So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Here we go. 60 by 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Cougar 19. Go.
Here's Milton now to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on. Set. Viking 18.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
He's gotten the coin.
And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Washington first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. It looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that on 4th down? That lets them right back into the ball game.
Come on. Hit. Panther 8, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught by center. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First and goal, Washington.
Here's first and goal.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go. Hop, 70. Hop, 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Daniels.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Ready.
Here's second down.
Cowboy 8, Cowboy 8. 60 Eagles, 60
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Clock showing 18 seconds for second down. Now Milton. That's caught left side, Burden.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts
It's a gain of 7.
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing is Milton.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's first and 10.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Go, Rig, go. Let go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. To the air goes Daniels. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Back to 60, 19 tights, 19 tights. Steady.
Now Daniels. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He's got this complete to Burden. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
70 Lions. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Here's Milton. That's a gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On the give, Genty.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go again with Genty.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Genty.
He will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
They'll run with Genty.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Chicago, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.